Hey, y'all get in here. Come on in the room. Let's go. Let's go. So this show just went off and I want to talk about it. It was not real explosive. It was not really action-packed. No. But it had a lot of that old magic. So we're going to get into it. Let me greet who's here. I hope y'all are comfortable. It is after the show, and we on the porch talk about these women and what the hell they got going on. Magaline Lamar, hey girl, thank you for being like number 1. Auntie Eva is like number 2. Thank you. Thankful Life is number 3. Jay Darkness, that's my girl. How you been doing? She is number 4. Camille Fun, hey boo, hit the like button. I'm glad you made it back. Makeup Addict is back. Y'all, Bianca the Beautiful, our head archangel, is in the chat. She's keeping the chat safe for everybody. She's asking y'all to please hit the like button. Please get your wine. And please get ready to have a good time. Hey, Cloud9. Thank you for being number 9. Country Girl Queen is here, girl. Thank you for being number 6. I appreciate you. Glad you made it. Richard Wilson. Ken Folk is back. Thank you for being number 11. Sean Living Life. What's going down? Thank you for being number 9. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. So we're gonna get into what went on because it was enough for us to kind of dig into. I think we're starting to see the beginnings of the fallout between Kelli and Brit. And I'm gonna tell you, it ain't what I thought is. I think it is what I thought it was, but that's not the only thing. I'm gonna say that it's more to it than I originally thought. I'm gonna say that, and I think I'm comfortable saying that it's more than I originally thought it was. Because I really thought it was just, oh, she's at the cool kids table studying her no more. It's a little bit more to it. Aries Diva, hey girl, happy Sunday. You off for Juneteenth, so you don't know how to act? Well, I mean, act a fool then. I mean, that's the only thing left to do. I'm glad to see you, Creeby. Hey girl, thank you for being number 14. You and Shannon Campbell, how you doing, sister? I'm glad you made it. Okay, since 58, thank you for being number 17. I appreciate you. What we got going on? Amen. Okay, wait. I don't want to miss nobody. Y'all know how I am. Lulu's little girl is in the house. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 18. I appreciate you. All right, Miss Lovely T is number 20. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. The amazing D Crazy DS is here to run the Reflection Corner, and we so happy to have you. Thank you for being number 19. Hello, gorgeous. Fatima is number 21. So good to see you. Such a sweetie pie. I'm always happy when I get to see you. Y'all, Miss Sparkle is here, our resident Mary Kay lady. So, Ayo, sis. I know you real busy and stuff, and I ain't finna talk about nothing, but you want to let the girls know about your special on the satin lips, or what? Is it satin hands or satin lips? You got a special on something, and you were supposed to supply us with the link so we can run it through the chat. So in case these girls need to get some things for themselves or their, mama, sister, cousin, them, can we have the link? We like sales. We love sales. Is we good for sales, sis? Because we love y'all. This is our resident Mary Kay lady, and I be on her, and y'all need to be on her too, because she be having stuff, even though she done got a little busy lately. Hey, Anel, thank you for being number 28. All right, yeah, it's more to that story with them two heifers. Hey, Amanda K, thank you for being 33. Brandon Martin, I love you, boo. Say, who's more annoying, Kelli or Drew? Ooh, that's tough. I think Kelli's more annoying and Drew is more infuriating. Isn't that fair? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Thank you for being number 28, Priscilla Clemens. Thank you for being 17, sis. How you been? How you doing? Good to see you. Arturo. Hey, thank you for being number 35. Good evening. Happy Sunday to you. Deborah D'Souza. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 10. So glad to see you. Hold on. Coco Mahogany 67. Yes! Y'all know what to do. Jump in the chat, and I need y'all to spam the chat with the word welcome for Miss Coco Mahogany 67. I'm going to start it off and put welcome in the chat first. Welcome to you, Miss Coco Mahogany 67. Anybody else who's new, let us know. If you don't want to type it out, just put FTL for first time live, and we will be welcoming you because we're happy to have you here, right? Spam the chat. Y'all know what it is. Creepy, you got a cucumber salad, fruit salad on the south side of the porch. Bring your bowls. Girl, I wish I was close because I love a cucumber salad. Dang. I love cucumbers. I can eat them with nothing. I can eat them with vinegar, salt, and pepper. I love a cucumber. Oh, and then like cold too, especially if it's cold. It's so good. Deborah Randall, thank you for being number 37. Nashina M. Hey, sis. She said she enjoyed the episode. She got her drink and she ready for my take on it. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. This is my second support of the day. My first support was from Ashley Kane. Thank you, sis. And my second support came from my girl, Nashina M. Okay. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all are spamming the chat with the word welcome. Thank you also for being like number 40. Thank you. Dana Brown is in the house. Thank you for being 41. I know. It's too hard to beat them, but thank y'all for hanging in there with me while you two do what they be doing. Hey, Renee Gant. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Angel B says, how you been? It's so good to see you. Listen, okay, this is like, look, that's the deal, y'all. That's the special she got. Setting hands for 25. Setting hands for 25. Let me make sure I got the link and make sure y'all got the link. And I'm gonna send it to B Uncle. B, if you ain't busy, make sure B got it too, because I'm gonna try to run it through the chat if B's hands are busy. Wait. What did I do? I could have swore I copied that link. I know I did, as a matter of fact. This is why I be thinking I'm crazy. Hold on. So we copied it. I know I copied it. This is why I be thinking I'm crazy. Okay. And then I'm going to put it in the chat too. Let me see who else we got up in here. Because, child, we got to get into it. We got Deborah Randall. So Housewives Talk is legal. And we're going to get into it. Kia Mia. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 49. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fair assessment. One is really annoying and one is really infuriating, right? Thank you for being like number 35. I appreciate you. Okay, and Lynn Toy got the link in the chat. We're going to be running that through. Make sure that you ain't got no dry hands. If you like me and you wash your hands all through the day, 20, 30, 40, 50, 11, 60 times, setting hands is your friend. So your hand don't end up feeling like old brown paper bags. Okay. All right. Listen, my sister mods be on it, baby. They be on it. You said that just reminded you got cucumbers. Girl, you better get your cucumbers on. Oh, you like yours with Italian dressing. That's good too. I even like cucumber water. Okay. Peanut is here. She's number 55. Listen, man. We got to get into what happened on this episode. So, where's my notebook? It wasn't a whole lot of pages. It wasn't. Okay, y'all. She said the regular price is 40 and you can get it for 25. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to, make sure that you don't miss out, because when you go to get them next time, that's a big difference in price. I'm gonna just be real. That's a big difference in price. And I wash my hands a lot because I do a lot of stuff with my hands, from sewing to messing with adhesives to different stuff. If I don't, I have to make sure mine are good. Maybe y'all's skin is stronger than mine. My skin is not that tough. By the time I go to washing and scrubbing and washing, it'll be an old dried up palm frond of a hand. It's really a nasty situation. So make sure that y'all good, okay? Make sure y'all good. So look, we got the notes. Nashina M say this was the first episode all season where Drew didn't annoy me. Right, in some way. LOL, it was good vibes except for the ice between Brit and Kel. It was really good. Even that wasn't the worst. Like, I've seen worse. Y'all know we've all seen worse. We've all seen worse between these ladies. So overall, it definitely had a lot of the old school RHOA energy. Very, very old school RHOA energy. So this is what I'm going to say. I did not have the full understanding. I did not have the full understanding of what was going on between Kelli and Brit. I knew I could see that she had switched out on that girl. I watched it happen like that. But I think that what Brit tried to do made it worse. And so we definitely going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it because she tried to hit Kelli with the Drew Sidora energy, like what the stuff, the weird stuff, the creepy stuff that Drew was trying to do to Porsha. Brit definitely tried to do it to Kelli. She did. She did. Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being number 57. So we're going to get into it because to me, I find it very strange that, well, not really strange. Let me not say that. Because I guess on Porsha end, she just trying not to get into it. But it's like, I hope you see that the same energy that turned you off about Drew is the same thing that Brit was doing to Kelli. And I was like, ooh, this is tough. This is tough. That's all I'm going to say. That was tough. Super. I was not prepared. I was not. Like, in no way was I prepared to figure out that that's what the hell was going on. I wasn't ready for that, y'all. I wasn't. I'm just being for real. I was not prepared for any of it. And so here we are, right? So let's get to the notes. Miss J, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Yeah, she tried to guilt Kelli into defending their relationship. And not only that, what I did not like seeing, and I don't like Kelli, I don't like Brit, I don't like either one, so please miss me with the buffale. But I didn't like that she tried to like make the girl feel bad for having something she don't have. And that was kind of icky to watch. It was kind of icky to watch. Thank you for being number 61. And thank y'all for my bubbles. I see my bubbles. Thank you. I appreciate you. So look, hold on. So let's get to the notes. Like I said, we don't have a lot of notes tonight. Miss Edith. Hold on, I'm trying to get Miss Edith. Hey, Miss Edith, you look so lovely. Happy Sunday. This episode was a lot. Even though it wasn't a whole lot of action, it was a lot going on in this episode. Hey, Miss Sexy Blonde. Welcome. Is this your first time? If so, let us know so we can welcome you, okay? And I didn't see enough welcomes in here for Miss Coco Mahogany. I feel like y'all kind of cheated me on the welcomes, but I'm watching you. Y'all welcome Miss Sexy Blonde to the chat this Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Yes, very pretty, honey. Miss Edith is a doll. I like your vibe, Miss Edith. Mm-hmm. Love it. And if we behave ourselves, ladies, we too may be fortunate enough to be as pretty as Miss Edith. May. Just may. Thank y'all for running the chat with the word welcome. I appreciate it. I mean, since we here, Miss Edith, you want to tell us the secret? We listening? We listening. We're all ears. Antoinette, hey. Listen, y'all the one acting like y'all scared to ask. I'm not scared to ask. I ask. Sure will. You get a chance to find out from one of our gorgeous elders how in the world she stayed that pretty. I mean, you better ask. We want to stay looking right. Belize and JB, thank you for being number 70. Oh, she giving it to us, y'all. You welcome. We appreciate you. You say drink plenty of water, pray, and rest. Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear pray? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Miss Edith say drink plenty of water, pray, and rest. If you want to be this lovely, when it's your turn to be the elder, I advise y'all to listen. Because I'm going to listen. Thank you, Miss Edith. We love you. Miss Sexy Blonde say, hey, y'all, it's my first time, but been a subscriber for a while. I've been busy working and family and finally got a chance to watch you. Glad to be here. Well, I'm so glad you made it. And we're so happy to have you here. I think I speak for everybody when I say we are so happy to have you here. So let's get into what is going on. Let's get into it, okay? All right. So I'm glad you're supposed to, because you are so welcome. And we are so happy to have you. Oh, Miss Edith, we love you so much. Listen, so now let's get into the notebook, okay? Because it's ready to go. Now, and thank y'all again. Oh, don't let my bubble stop, please. Please do not let my bubble stop. And thank y'all for hitting the like button, right? Okay. So let's talk. Now, this evening, the ladies were still in Grenada. Still in Grenada, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. And oh, another thing I saw tonight is that BravoCon is back. Now, y'all know we didn't have I think it was last year. We didn't have BravoCon, but this year they're advertising BravoCon to be back. So I said, wow, okay, now we got BravoCon again. So the night before was the night we watched Brit yell, scream, behave as though she was possessed, strip her top open, and put her naked kachungas on a rented bar top or a rented countertop. I do not know why she did it. Please do not ask me because I can't tell you. I can't. The ladies that I've been around my whole life, we don't do stuff like that. We don't, so I thought it was a little odd. I think a lot of people thought it was a little odd, but what you gonna do, right? So anyway, the next morning, we got Angela and Drew sitting down talking about the night before. And I'll be honest, I was not excited about this conversation. Did we pick up a little something from it? Yeah, we did. Maybe not what you think, though. Picked up a little something. So what I picked up was you got Angela and Drew, they sitting down. Oh, it's my Christian Key. Our Tennessee beauty. Hey, boo. Thank you for being number 71. Y'all hit the like button because it's like a good 30 people in here that don't like me. And if that is the case, then we can do Duolingo. I'm just saying. If we can't get the if I can't get a like, right? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so they sat down to have a drink, not even a drink, but just the morning to talk about what happened the night before. Hey, Lisa Triggs. And you got, they're both like, Drew's like, oh, I had a good time. Angela immediately, this is why I don't like Angela. And I know a lot of y'all are Angela fans. I guess I get it, but I kind of don't. Immediately to the negative. Like, girl, it's first thing in the morning. Like, it's morning. Like, it's morning, Angela. It's morning. Okay? You had a good time. You acknowledged you had a good time, and then straight to the negative. Oh, I never thought it was possible to have a good... Really? You only been watching the show since they first tried to get you to be on the show. So these women have fun together sometime, right? Yes, Antoinette, it was so contrived. I'm like, y'all help us wake up in the morning on the bull crap. And this one I can't even put on Drew. I can't. And if I could, I would, because y'all know I can't stand Drew Sademi riding or walking. This was all Angela. Hey, Nina GZ, what's up, boo? Yeah, it's attention, but it's just the negativity all the time. It's like, I don't know who told her that the only attention you can get or the only way to make a name for yourself on this show is to constantly be a stick in the mud and have a stick up your backside. I just don't know. Thank you for being like 71, Lisa Triggs. Thank you for being 75, Angie Girl. So anyway, oh, I never thought it was possible. I never thought I would want to have fun with him. You do. You did. That's why you eventually joined the show. Stop. So then they started talking about Brit and her fake mess. And it was like, I don't know. It was the fakery of it all. And this is the thing. You know, y'all forgive me ahead of time. Y'all know I don't like none of these people. So I may not have nice things, you know, to say about their behavior. But instead of her just saying, girl, what the hell was going on with Brit? She got to try to do the fake first. Oh, everything was so nice. You know, Shamea was going through it. And, you know, Brit was being supportive. And then I made the mistake of looking at you. Instead of just saying, girl, what the hell was that? Just phony. You didn't think it was nice or cool or supportive. You knew Brit was being fake. Like all of us knew Brit was being fake. Every last one of us knew. Hey, Lisa Gordon, thank you for being 77. Yeah, she's a crap starter. And I don't like her either, Angie Girl. I'm sick of it and I'm over it. I have had it. She's a pretty lady and all of that. I do want Uncle Charles to treat her better or act nicer to her or whatever, because I just don't like men mistreating women. But I'm sick of Angela with her fake, her phony, her negativity all the time. And the only thing she can ever think of to do is to try to stir the pot with people. Like, stop. Yeah, Drew wasn't making no faces. She was just looking at her like everybody else was looking at her. She used that to bring up the conversation because as much as, oh, I'm Miss Big Bad with a size 57 foot, you don't ever want to just say something. You got to try to put it off on somebody else. Well, I'm saying it because I looked at your face and the way you were looking, Drew, the way you were looking. And then production showed Drew's face and her face wasn't even doing nothing. Drew wasn't doing a goddamn thing. I didn't see her do nothing. Y'all say Drew was making faces. I ain't see it. I'm going to be honest. I just seen her looking at her like she was trying to nod along, but what you expect? Phaedra made more faces than Drew. Yeah, she trying to be a bone carrier. I don't necessarily want the bargain basement Sheree. I don't. Give me the real Sheree. I don't like diet Sheree. I don't want Sheree light. I'm not looking for Sheree Ultra. Carrie Clark, thank you for being 79, girl. It was just like, what the hell? What is your deal? It was sickening. So they got into her and her mess. Drew was actually kind of comical. Dare I say it? Drew has never made me laugh, chuckle, or anything. She elicited a chuckle from me this evening. Can y'all believe it? Drew Silla elicited a chuckle. I promise you, I never thought I would see it. Never thought I would see it. But when she was up there trying to imitate what the hell Brit Edie was doing, I chuckled. Dare I say it? I chuckled. Didn't even know how to take it. Didn't know what to do with it. But god dang it, I chuckled. And then she reminded me she was Drew Sademi. Oh, you know, they say I'm an actress. She was center stage. And yeah, she's acting. She's full of crap. Drew, don't push it. You've been here 4 seasons. This is the first time you even elicited a pinch of a genuine chuckle. Don't push it. Just don't push it. Because you know for yourself, if you'd have thought of it, you'd have did it first. You mad because she went to acting and being phony and you didn't think of it first. Now, come on. But you was funny as hell. How you was trying to, imitate that girl. And I'm with you. And leaning all in Angela's face, I was hollering. I'ma just tell y'all, I not just chuckled. When she said, "Are you gonna kiss her?" and she was like right in that girl's face, "Are you gonna attack her?" I kind of hollered a little bit. I did. Makeup addicts say, "Dang, hell must be freezing over." Baby, they having a snowball fight. Cause Drew, you keep up stuff like that, and I might have to stop despising you. Because the rest of them I don't like. But they give me a chuckle every now and then, and that'll soften it up. So keep, Drew, whatever this was that you had going on that morning, I need more of that. Please. I need more of that. Angie Girl said, this is the first episode my head wasn't hurting and rolling my eyes with Drew. Oh, yeah. Yep, Longfoot, we got another meal. In the foot department, okay? Angela got her feet, Drew got her lies. So listen, so they got through all of that or whatever. And then here comes Angela with her same shtick. The same shtick. So she's sitting there and she talking about, well, what about Kelli and Brit friendship? Girl, are you the friendship monitor? Are you the friendship monitor? That's all I'm asking. Because first it was, you were so invested in Shamea and Porsha. Them heifers been frenemies since they was cheering, since they was fresh out of training bras. That's none of your business. Now you trying to be the friendship police between Kelli and Brit. And they actually got some stuff going on. At least with Shamea and Porsha, they are over there inheriting their mama's beef. They taking their mama's beef and making it personal. Kelli and Brit got some actual stuff going on, but let them hash it out. Why are you trying to insert yourself in other people's friendships? Give us some of your personal story. And I don't mean with Uncle Charles, because he don't want to talk about none of it on the camera with you. But you got stuff with your mama, your sister, and your child, and them houses that you can't sell. With them empty pools with pond scum in them and stuff. Talk about some of that. Give us some of those things. Those are the things we want to know. Show us some of the stuff in the community, because I feel like people know you. What charities you into, girl? Who are your actual friends that you hang with? Can we follow you to the hair shop to see who be doing your hair? Because your hair be cute and stuff. When your what's-her-name ain't lifted like your husband said. I'm just like, I'm tired of her trying to be the friendship police. Like, please, ma'am, stop. If you don't mind, stop. Okay. And dare I say, Drew again. I'm like, wow. Drew, is that you? Angela tried to get it crunk, because I guess she's like, okay, well, last time I had Kelli as my wingman to help me stir up mess between two friends. And I felt like in that scene, Angela was trying to recruit Drew, and either Drew didn't catch on to what she was doing, or she did and was like, girl, I got enough stuff going on in my own life. And I said, there you go. There you go. Give me some more of that, because I want to be able to back you and feel good about it sometimes. And I was like, wow. Drew, you gonna make me not despise you. I said yes, and it shut her down. She had nothing else after that. I was like, brava. Bravissimo. Thank God, Drew. So then we get Shamea on the phone with her mama, with Miss Sarah. Y'all, this scene bothered me. It had done bothered me. Yes, she done had enough. After Porsha mentioned black, baby, after the black of it all, and everybody asking her about black, bliggity, black, she don't want to get in nobody else stuff. Hey, the divine Miss M, how you doing, lovely lady? So listen, I didn't get flop from it, my sweet. I didn't. I think some people got exposed tonight. I think some people slept, went to hanging tonight, and that's what we finna talk about. Now, I ain't see the flop. So, hey, Vet, thank you for being like number 82. So then we get Shamea and Miss Sarah. Now, this scene bothered me. And let me say this, too. I'm not going to slide past you, my sweet, because you're not, how you feel is how you feel, and you're never wrong in how you feel. But I think what we got tonight was a lot more of the old school feeling of RHOA. And I think people who were not old school and came along later in this franchise were so used to the drama scenes that a lot of y'all really think that that's all RHOA is supposed to be. RHOA is not supposed to be drama scene plus who can say the nastiest thing plus drama scene. That is not what this was. A lot of us did not start watching this show for that. We was watching this show when they was going to doctor's appointments and planning on buying new titties. We was there when Kim was over there getting the cryo treatment on her cellulite and eating pizza at the same time. Like we want to see them have fun, do lifestyle stuff. We want to see their family stuff, the deep moments, the poignant, warm moments. We want to see everything. And tonight they really gave us a bit of a good time with a little bit of like a tinge of a whisper of some mess that might be coming down the road. I don't want to see drama scene, nasty, drama scene. That is not what this show is supposed to be. And that is why y'all keep getting these manufactured storylines with these fake fights and fake feuds and fake beefs, because they think like y'all think. Hey, Miss Dime, they think that if they don't give a bunch of drama scene, I'm going to say something nasty, drama scene, that it's not real TV. Like, that's not what we're here for. We are not. I promise you, we're not here for that. We're not here for that, like, at all. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand why you feel like you feel, but to be like the rest of us, this was bringing that old thing back, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was freaking fun. It was enough mess that we could know something was going on and something might happen later, but we don't need all that every single scene. We don't. I mean, I don't. I want the old thing back. That new stuff, like, it ain't hitting on nothing. So look, so Shamea was on the phone with Miss Sarah, and this got on my nerves. I mean, on my good nerves. Now, Mama Sarah was telling Shamea what actually happened with the baby. Okay, Brandon said exactly the scene with Porsha, Phaedra, and Cynthia having a kiki on the couch was one of the best parts. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It was a lot going on. Hey, Matt, thank you for being 83. Ms. Dime said beginning of the season was all about Brittany, and the end of the season will be all about Brittany. Yeah, somehow I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. But we talking about tonight. We can't, we could guess, baby, but I just don't know. So Miss Sarah told Shamea that when she got to that house and she got into that hallway, that it was ice cold. And then when she got to the room where the baby was, little mama ain't had no clothes on her back, no blanket on, no socks on. And y'all know that's one way to piss off a grandma. Let them see their baby anywhere without something on their back, and say that it was ice cold in there, and that the nurse had the nerve to have on a heated blanket. This heifer had on a heated blanket and a cap. So if your big grown overgrown tail need a cap and a heated blanket, why would you have that baby there with nothing on her back, nothing on her feet, nothing on her head, and not even a blanket? Quite frankly, that whore needs to go to jail. And I mean that. She needs to go to jail. They need to sue her. They need to file charges. They should call Child Protective Services, DCF, whatever they are in Georgia, and have that heifer arrested. That is criminal neglect. I hope they reported her, but not just reported her. I really hope they pursue criminal charges. Miss Edith said, I was concerned about the baby and the nurse who was not taking care of her. Yeah, she need to go to jail. Child, a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, I couldn't believe that she said that's what they did to that baby. Yeah, that was abuse. That was abuse. Now her mama and her husband, everybody was there, but like I probably would have went to jail. But it is what it is. Hey, Mystery Monk, stopping by to say Happy Father's Day, but didn't want to miss out on a chance to tap in. Thank you. We love you, Mystery Monk, and Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are present, all the fathers who are in heaven. Happy Heavenly Father's Day, and we miss you guys, and you shouldn't have left us down here. But anyway. Happy Father's Day to you and to everyone else. Okay, all the guys. Appreciate y'all for, those of you who are being fathers, we appreciate you. Thank you. Brandon say RHOA doesn't feel the same. No, it doesn't. So that's why I felt like tonight was very refreshing, because we got into some stuff. Cent 58 said, while her husband put some clothes on the baby, her mother said that the baby didn't have any clothes, because the mama is the one who caught the baby like that. She told her daddy about it. The mama is the one, because the mama is over there overseeing too. So Shamea got a strong village, but that nurse is a criminal. The nurse was taking care of the baby. The mama came over there to oversee, which is, you know, the place of a granny. Granny ain't supposed to have to raise your children for you. Either you do it or you pay for help. And she paid for help, and that's what the help did to her child. But she still had her mother overseeing. Okay, right, Nina. Nina say, I lived for the sisterhood gatherings and lovely homes with charcuterie boards or high tea with food spreads laid out to perfection. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. We did not want to see extra ghetto-licious with a side of hood booger. That is not what we signed up for with this show all those many years ago. Right, Catherine. I enjoyed the lack of traumatizing drama this episode too. I did. And that was absolutely infant abuse. I would have gone to jail. I just know me. I'm very, very concerned. Right. Brandon says, seems next season is getting a big joint of energy. You mean like jolt of energy? I hope so. I hope so. Ms. Dime says, I think Shamea is a party girl. All the housewives have shown their families and kids. Even Brit showed a lot of her family. I think Shamea is hiding the family because her husband will tell the truth. No, it's because her husband didn't want to be on the show. Hope that helps. He never wanted to be on the show. That's why she's been a friend for that long. That's why I thought the whole conversation about Shamea with a peach or no peach was a joke, because we all know that they wanted Shamea on the show. Shamea was not able to be on the show because Gerald, Mr. Mwangi, did not want to be on the show. So that's what's up. And she does show her family. She met up with the surrogate. She talked about everything. And I'm sorry, but we needed this episode. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say. We needed it. We needed this episode, and the nurse does need to be fired. I'm ready to get back to actual RHOA energy, like the whole, like, please take us off the Hood Booger Express. That's all I'm saying. Can we get back to the old RHOA? Well, we talking about real family stuff and real stuff happening. Like, yeah. When did Andy announce that? I ain't seen that nowhere, my sweet. I ain't heard that. I ain't seen Andy say that nowhere. You're gonna have to send me the link, baby. I don't believe that one. But anyway, so, you know, she said it took her an hour to warm that baby up, and that was way too much. But I'm gonna say this before we move on to the Porsha and Cynthia and Phaedra of it all. But she's been outside with them periodically here and there anyway. Yeah, this ain't VH1. Every episode should not be pure drama. Yeah, but people tell lies on YouTube, my sweet. You got to check their sources. I can get on here and say that I'm going to be a size 6 tomorrow, but don't you believe it? It's a lie. Don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can say something on YouTube. If they can't tell you where they got it from, don't be believing it. I feel not, you know what, Yvette? They are being hard on Shamea, and it's because they were counting on her to, like, dogpile on Porsha, and when she didn't do it, now it's like, oh, we're going to get you, Shamea. Shamea ain't doing nothing she hasn't always done. They're definitely being hard on her because they're hoping, they're hoping for mess. So yeah. Right. Take us off the Hood Booger Express. That's it. Like, we're tired. Like, I don't do that. You ain't got to believe me. I don't know nothing. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know nothing. And if I tell you I'm going to be a size 6 tomorrow, don't believe that. Don't believe that. People can get on here and say anything. So please don't believe me. If I tell you that I'm going to be a 6 tomorrow, don't believe that. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Don't believe it. It no be true. So get this. So the next scene, we got Porsha and Cynthia sitting up in there talking, and Porsha showing her this hat. That hat was ridiculously wonderful, and I want that hat. I don't know where the hell forgot it. I don't know what I got to do to get one. Definitely gotta have it. I said, no, you said, no, I meant the parenting and the home life. No, I was responding to Miss Dime because she was like, Shamea was hiding her family because her husband gonna tell the truth. It's like, no, she's not hiding anything. That man don't want to film. And he's just not as rude as Charles Oakley. But that man don't want to film like that. Like, he's tolerating it to make Shamea happy. And that's just it. Like, that's the truth. And we all know what the truth is. That's why I'm like, when y'all be saying stuff, not y'all in particular, but like when fans start saying some stuff, I'm just like, have y'all been watching this show? It's been a thing. He didn't want to film. He didn't want to do it. That's why she was only a friend of. Plus the fact, can I say, though I'm not a fan of Shamea, I love how her husband loves her. I like that. That's how the men are supposed to love you. He loves her out loud. Like, he is very supportive. This is something he don't want to do, so he's doing it for her, even though he's keeping it to a minimum. And even when he knows the cameras are present, he wouldn't dare do anything to not harass, but to embarrass her or to make her feel like she's, less than, or not being careful of how he treats his precious gift from the Lord, which is his wife, so that people will be castigating her or spreading rumors or making her uncomfortable or mocking her. I love the way Mr. Mwangi loves his wife. Love it. He's not supposed to be on camera 90% of the time. He's not. He's not. Yep. Gerald finally said yes. And this is the version of that. This is all he's willing to give, and we'll take it. But I love the way he loves his wife. Brandon said, OMG, I thought of you as soon as I saw the fabulous hat. Listen, Brandon, I saw that hat. Oh. Part of my chest just caved in. I was like, somebody, give me the hat, please. Not many people can pull that off. Baby, I'd have walked that hat down. He loves and spoils his wife. Like, when I tell you, I love to see Black married couples anyway. I want to see you be loving and kind and sweet. And I love when, just the way he loves her. Like, you can tell he is very careful and particular about his wife. And I adore that. I could do without Shamea. But I do love to see those two interact. I love the way he communicates with her. I just love their marriage. It's so sweet. And she said they've been there 7 years, and may the Lord keep them for 37 or 47 more. As long as they breathe, may they stay together. But real quick, before we get to Porsha, Cynthia, the hat, and Phaedra, that situation with that nurse, I'm going to tell y'all what I think that was. And I'm comfortable saying what I think it was. There are people that you can hire to take care of your children, especially if your child is sick. And it doesn't have to be a child. It can be your elderly parent or elderly family member. And sometimes those nurses will intentionally keep you sick or keep your loved one sick for job security. And I think she wanted that baby to have, a crisis, so that they would, be able to justify her staying on. Because I don't think she's there when Shamea is in town. And I think with Shamea being out of town, I think it was a matter of, I'm going to let this baby get sick, and then they can keep me around. And then I'll offer to stay around, even after she gets back, so she can rest, and I'll take care of that baby. I think, honestly, in my heart, this is just my theory. This is not me making an accusation. Just for the record, in case somebody want to go get Sue happy, start acting like Aubrey and stuff. But I honestly feel in my heart that was intentional, and she was intentionally trying to harm that baby. Because if it was so cold that you as an adult needed a electric blanket and a cap, like you at the North Pole, like Miss Sarah said, that means you knew it was far too cold for that baby. And I feel like you were doing it on purpose because you wanted to hurt that child. Simple as that. Simple as that. Bianca saying that's how you protect a marriage. See how Ralph being on the show ruined it for him and Drew? The least of the men we have, the more their relationship will be intact. And I totally agree. Totally agree. Hey, Miss Nisi. Yeah, that hat was everything, honey. Everything. Right, Miss Edith? Didn't it seem intentional? Like, and you a whole nurse, you know better. She knew better. Like, she clearly knew what she was doing. I'm sorry. I believe that. Hey, Lady Blue, thank you for being number 95. I mean, I would hope not, but it just, I mean, the duck is quacking. It's walking, looking, and quacking like a duck. Swim like one, too. So I'm going to just go ahead and play duck, duck, goose. I don't know nothing else to do with it. So they were sitting in the room, Porsha and Cynthia, that is. She showed Cynthia that amazing hat. And she was like, oh, I'm going to go downstairs and take pictures or whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, that's definitely everything. Like, I was just sitting there like, wow, I'm coveting her hat. Even though I'm not supposed to covet anyone's hats or whatever. But, you know, I was coveting the hat. And Phaedra walks in. She come in there. Is she knocking at the door? Porsha clowning and talking about, well, you need to get on your tiptoes because I can't see you through the peephole. And so she come in there and they clowning or whatever. She says she couldn't find nothing on TV because she like to go to sleep to the crime mysteries and stuff because she want to go to sleep to somebody getting. And I'm like, okay, Phaedra, you're nuts. Porsha with the fun shade, like in the confessional, like, oh, she just want to see somebody get killed because she thinking about, you know, that's somebody she can bury. And I'm just like, okay, back to the fun shade. Yes, lots of fun. It's getting nice. Really liked it. Bianca said, ain't no way she didn't know what she was doing. I'll freeze giving the baby my clothes and I'll freeze before anyone's child. Yeah, I couldn't mistreat nobody's baby. Like, that's a special kind of evil in my book. But dig. So they sitting up there clowning or whatever. And wait. I don't want to miss no comments because y'all got thoughts too down here. Be ready to hit the StreamYard later too. Nina say that nurse theoretically wanted to stretch that check by sabotaging a sickly baby. There's a special place in hell for that woman. Oh yes. Oh yes. And so they got past that. And then they went to talking about, you know, how Brit was kind of reacting, you know, the night before. And they was like, man, Brit was on one. She was sitting up like looking for shade. Like, is that shade? Is this shade? Is that shade? So it was kind of funny. It was a girl's moment. I'm like, okay, yeah, because we going to talk about you if you act crazy. Like, that's who women are. That's what we do, right? So we get past that. And thank you for being 98, Aries son. And so then they was like, yeah, child. And Phaedra was like, yeah, Angela's a lot. Talking about, you know, she got that school teacher energy. And Porsha was like, she's like, you know, she gets straight to it, which is she's so direct. And let me ask you a question. And they clowned that. I thought that was funny. It was not mean. Like, there was really nothing mean-spirited, but they was really cracking me up. Phaedra called the lady Barbara Walters. She's like, let me ask you one more question. And, you know, Angela can get a little intense when she be doing that, but it's not in a bad way. It was kind of funny. And when they were talking about, you know, not Angela, but Brit looking for the shade and the shade and the shade and the shade. And, you know, they kind of was shading Shamea too, like mentioning about, you know, Birkins and Rolls. And she was like, and then I think it was Phaedra's stupid tail talking about, girl, that's African. That's, you know, everybody done dated the African. That's the African dated African starter kit. That fool said a Rolls Royce, an AP bust down, and some Ferragamos, and everybody got it. And basically this scam Atlanta, everybody doing their thing. Everybody got the money. Everybody got the rolls. Everybody got the bust down. I was rolling because Cynthia worse than me. That fool said, what's a bust down? Hey, Tamika Graham, thank you for being 102. But I felt better because a lot of times I don't be knowing what stuff mean. And I asked Peanut, like, hey, what they talking about? So I really enjoyed that from Cynthia tonight. Like, I know what a bust down is, but I thought it was cute that she didn't. And that she had to ask because I've been there. Hey, Quiet Storm, thank you for being number 99. Okay, she says 35 of y'all not hitting the like button. Are y'all saying we need to do Duolingo? Is that what we're saying? We're on the duo? We want to do duo? Duo? Want to practice our Hansi? Is that what we want to do? Hit the like button, please. So I thought that was funny. They called Atlanta Scam Atlanta, and, you know, saying everybody out here tricking and treating, and you might get tricked and might not get no treats, and talking about a lot of the places don't went cashless because they scam so much. Crazy. So they had a good time just keying. I enjoyed it. It was so less stressful. When people kikiing and clowning, having a good time, we don't have to fact check. I ain't got to pull up old tape to see what you said last time because you ain't in here gossiping real heavy and lying on nobody. It was just a good time. And the energy was like, it was like a refreshing breath. Like it was just nice, right? So anyway, and so Porsha was like, yeah, she wouldn't drop it. She was like a dog with a bone. She just like, who got some shade? Who got some shade? So they just clowning, right? And then Phaedra say she got some tea from Brit. Now, listen. To me, let me say this. To me, the tea that Brit gave Phaedra was more on her than on Kelli. So she told Phaedra that Phaedra called that girl Tinkerbell, and I'm just like, Phaedra, you are only 3'5" yourself, ma'am. But whatever, right? It's always a short person thinks somebody else shorter, you know. But anyway, she told Phaedra that Kelli's Glam team has to go with her or else, and like basically she don't want them working with nobody else. So I'm like, well, what kind of, and I'm like, I guess, because she paid them. So what else y'all expect they gonna do? Like, what we doing? And so I was like, well, what is Brit trying to say? So Phaedra told him about that and that she don't want to share her style team. So Porsha was like, y'all been so close. Y'all came out of matching outfits at her birthday over there in Nashville. Hey, Black Smile. And they was like, what's going on? And it was like, y'all, they so close. Hey, Anna Filson, thank you for being 106. That they so close that Brit can't talk without Kelli being her echo. And they showed the scene from where Brit was arguing with Angela and she's yelling, oh, do everybody know about that baby? And Kelli jump in, yeah, everybody know about that baby. And it was like, when they said it, I said, yeah. Like, I noticed that she fell back from Brit, but I told y'all, I was thinking it was only because, okay, now I can, one of the cool kids gonna let me hang with them. I'm dropping you. More to this. And so they was talking about at the dinner table when Shamea and Bang Bang was going back and forth. They say that was the first time that Brit went back and forth with anybody and Kelli didn't have her mouth open. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to put two and two together. I'm using my fingers and my toes. I'm trying to count it up. And I say, wait, y'all coming to a conclusion, but I'm not sure. So I was like, she was quiet. She didn't jump in. But then I was like, well, maybe that's because she feel like, I'm friends. I finally got to be friends with Shamea, so I'm not going to take your side over hers. I'm not going to be jumping in, helping you scream at Shamea and, help you talk at Shamea because I just got her to be my friend. Like, I'm not going to throw my friend away, my new friend at the cool kids table for you. So I'm like, maybe that's it. But then with this information about, she don't want to share her style team, my question is, why should she have to share her style team? Now, if y'all recall, it was a few episodes back, I think they was in Tennessee, remember, when Kelli was like, well, Brit doesn't really have a style team. And so she was kind of sharing with her. I knew then you opening up a can of worms. Number one, why are you telling everybody your friend ain't had no style team? If you want to help your friend, just help your friend, right? But I feel like Kelli been laying the groundwork to drop Bang Bang Sleazy first chance she got. So she told us then on camera, well, she don't really have a style team. So, I'm helping her out like she was a charity case. But I knew she was opening up a can of worms because Bang Bang the type of chick where you did it the one time, why you can't just keep doing it. Because see, Kelli got the coin and apparently Bang Bang ain't got it like that. Okay. So anyway, now she going to tell Phaedra this girl don't want to share her style team. And I'm like, but why would she need to? Why don't you get your own style team? Like, are you good? Something ain't right here. But I said, oh, well, it'll come out, child. It came out later. It came out later. Okay. And I was like, whoa. So this is what this is really about. Interesting. Amanda K said Brit is the type that'll overstep her boundaries and will. Miss Edith say sound like Brit can't afford her own glam and Kelli is latching on to Shamea. Right. So that leaves Brit out in the cold. That leaves Bang Bang out in the cold. Because if I can't lean on you and borrow your glam, then what I'm supposed to do? Because you know, she got outfits from Pretty Little Things. So what we gonna do? What us gonna do? Ooh. That's tough. Y'all tough. DS, you the ring leader, and you ain't even open the corner up and arrange the chairs. So listen, so that had, you know, once they put that out there, I say, style team. So Bang Bang is a user, and Kelly's trying to get away from the user. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think one of the reasons why Kelli latched on to Shamea so hard is because she want a friend that she don't have to fund? Because I feel like being friends with Bang Bang is probably exhausting because you got to worry about her being super sensitive, and you're going to have to spend your money on her to make sure she look like you so she don't feel bad. Yes, girl, Pretty Little Things, that pink and black disaster fiasco she wore to that tacky party that she still owe that money for. Pretty Little Things. You know, we pulled it up here. Brandon says, see that the short people are very conniving and bullying. I told you I'm scared of short people. I watch out when it comes to them. You better, because if they mess up, you can't fight them. You cannot fight them. A short person will work you over. Play if you want to. I don't mess with them. Even say, why would she be entitled to use that girl's stuff? I'm asking y'all, do y'all think that's why she latched on to Shamea? Because see, she could be friends with Shamea, and Shamea don't need to borrow nothing from you. She stayed at Sterling Hall. Ooh, yes. Borrow your glam team is the beginning of a many falling outs. Listen, loaning somebody some lip gloss will be a beginning of a falling out. Aries Diva say, yeah, Brit is like that family member you have to pull away from. Yep. Hey, Anjanetta. Antoinette say Kelli can buy all her designer fashions in the children's section. I mean, designer's designer. It don't matter which size, you know. But you're not wrong, because she real small. So look, so they was like, that's a little strange. Porsha Crazy Tail talking about, well, it might be some jealousy there. Maybe that's what's going on. I'm like, maybe. She said that's the reason she could see that being an issue unless it's some jealousy. And I'm like, maybe it could be. Who knows? But something's going down. But if it's jealousy, I don't think it's on Kelli part. Okay. And then Phaedra Crazy Tail took the conversation from serious back to silly, talking about Brit inverted nipple, and say that, you know, the girl, you know, was doing all that crazy wild stuff, and they went back to laughing and kicking and say she squeezed it and it popped back out. And then Porsha gonna out Cynthia talking about like her clit. I was like, why do you know about her stuff? And so Phaedra was stuck. Phaedra was absolutely gagged. She was like, you got an inverted clitoris? And she was like, no, I got a hood. And then they went to clowning again. They was like, a hood? And they said something about the clan, and Porsha was like, no, he got a hood on. He getting racially profiled. And I was like, it's funny, but it's ridiculous. I say, yeah, they trying to go in the old school bag real heavy. Quiet Storm say, I can be your friend. I can't be your friend if I got to tiptoe around your feelings and you think I'm obligated to pay for your look. Yeah, me neither. Can't do it. I've had one of those. Not cool, because they will like literally just expect you to pay. Sometimes won't even ask you to pay. It's like what we doing when it's time to do stuff, and whatever you get, and they just assuming that you're gonna pay for them too. Like, that's not cool. Makeup Addict say, how she made the Housewives cut and can't afford it. Truly original. casting people that ain't supposed to be there. And now Mia Thornton want to be there with her extra thrifty tail. Yvette said, I don't think they was that close from the beginning. Yeah, they had only been friends for a year. The way they explained that they were party friends only, I believe that. Kelly, DS said Kelli wouldn't want Brit using the same lip products because she don't know where them lips been. Let me tuck my lips in. Okay, so Anna think that she could be trying to latch on to Shamea because she ain't got to pay for Shamea. Yeah, because I had never heard of nobody's clitoris being inverted. I was like, whoa, y'all are taking us way too deep here. Hey, Miss Gigi, thank you for being 112. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, that was an overshare. But definitely right up RHOA alley. Like that was typical RHOA, just silly, foolish, and came from nowhere. So then we get the Brit and Kelli conversation. Child. So I needed some water for this. Kelli came over to Brit room. And see, this is the thing with Kelli. Kelli fake, but she tried to play like she real. So she came over to this girl room after you did her like you did her. So you don't want her walking around mad because you know how she act. So she came over to the room, casually brought up the night before, quickly changed the subject to her calling the lawyer about this divorce that don't none of us know nothing about. Really? Hey, too adorable. Thank you for being 114. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So she then, talk about the divorce attorney and, oh, it's been a hard week. She did the fake crying where her eyes got misty, but nothing really fell. Then she went back to the night before. And to me, that's some manipulative bull crap. It is. Now, don't get me wrong. Bang Bang Sleazy, Miss Bang Bang, Miss Brit, she full of crap too. But Kelli absolutely handled her with some straight, basic, fundamental manipulation. So I'm going to mention the night before to let you know that I'm not running from it. And I'm still coming to your room to demonstrate that we're cool because I don't want you walking around here trying to shoot me and stuff. Then I'm going to mention, my attorney directly after because of course the night before was just not that serious to me, child. I don't, I'm not thinking about that in my divorce. So this is, I'm laying the groundwork for why I may not have defended you the way I normally would, because I'm demonstrating to you that I'm still very emotional about this divorce from this man that was beating your tail and took your money. You ain't that emotional about that man. You wants to be rid of that man. And I know you do, because any woman in her right mind would. Then she goes back to it. Like, now we can discuss the night before. Oh, well, how do you feel about the night before? Kelli full of crap and Brit is too. They are the friends who deserve each other. So, I mean, Kelli handled her properly because Brit is unstable. Yeah. Brit's hair was very disrespectful, Antoinette. And you're right. You called it. So, listen. So, Brit was like, well, I felt different energy. I felt like the energy was different. And then she's in the confessional like, well, Kelli just let Shamea rip me up. First of all, who is Kelli supposed to stop? If Shamea really did rip into you, if Shamea really didn't rip into her. Shamea did some passive-aggressive, cowardly, I'm going to mention it, but not say your name stuff. When you catch it, I'm not going to cop to it. But she didn't rip into her. She didn't rip into her. Like, it didn't happen. It just plain old did not happen. But in her mind, because, Shamea said anything to her at all to address them 3 rolls of paper towels and that $250 cash app, she ripped into her. And so she was like, oh, you let her do that. But if Shamea actually did rip into you, what could Kelli do? Kelli can't whoop nobody. What's she going to do? Shriek like a banshee until everybody gets tired and stop? Talk for yourself. You've been talking. You talk so good you can threaten to shoot folks. You bringing up people outside cheering at other people's gatherings. Why all of a sudden you need Kelli to talk up for you? And Kelli can't keep it real either. Yeah, she can talk for herself. Definitely. Miss Edith said Kelli trying to get what she can from the husband, and it looks like he's going to take her through the fire because of the divorce. Well, you know, men, a lot of men trifling, Miss Edith, you know. So Shamea said, I won't argue with you. I'm not there. She did. That's what she did. Hey, Delicia, hit the like button, boo. So anyway, you know, she said that in the confessional, didn't say it to her, but said it in the confessional, right? So then she asked Kelli to tell her, like, to her, you know, she was like, I asked you to pull me, you know, I pulled you to the side. We talked private, like, I asked you to just tell me what I'm supposed to do or whatever. And it's like, you don't know. But, and then at the same time, if she really did ask Kelli, what should she do? Then if Kelli didn't tell her, Kelli, did you set your friend up? Your friend, did you set her up? Hey, Miss Sweet Tea, thank you for being 116. Yes, she got used to Kelli's ad lib, so she thought when she sound off that Kelli was gonna automatically be, and Kelli was sitting there quiet because she's like, I done made friends with somebody that don't need to borrow my Glam team. Evie said, I think everybody's trying to avoid the screeching from Brit. Yeah, don't nobody want no gun threats. Not on vacation. Not on vacation. I can dig that. So anyway, then Kelli. Now this is where Kelli handled her better than Shamea. She came in with the manipulation to give herself a backstory as to why I wasn't screeching for you, because Kelli been screeching just as much as Brit. When Brit go to screeching, Kelli screeches with her. They screech together. They are the screech sisters, screech squared. Okay, but listen. So Kelli was like, well, you know, basically, like, you know, at your event, people sitting there listening to you talk about, you know, what you do and how you took all your friends, not your friends, but your employees to Miami, and you paying for everybody plastic surgery. And like, you know, a lot of the ladies feel a certain way about you not really giving like that. She's like, for a lot of the ladies and for me too. So she did own that like, I felt a way too. You telling everybody how you paying for plastic surgeries for all your staff, but at the same time, when it's time to donate, it's been a whole natural disaster, and you showed up with all these rich women, other than Drew. You and Drew, the only ladies there that we can't confirm. And you brought 3 rolls of paper towels and a $250 cash out, ma'am. You knew you was out of line. And see, you know what I feel like Phaedra being nice to that girl now. But I feel like when Phaedra made that statement when she was over there with Porsha and Cynthia talking about scam Atlanta and everybody got a Rose Charlie, everybody got a bust down, everybody. And she was like, you know, people could just get all type of stuff in Atlanta. They be scamming. That's why they cashless now. Everybody going, you know, they done switch to, you know, cash only or whatever. I think that Phaedra was shading Brit because, you know, that fraud word is getting real loose around her. Real loose. Sheree done it. Kenya's done it. And I think Phaedra was low-key shading too. I'm going to just be honest. I believe that. Okay. And so after that, then Brit was like, basically like, well, I feel like you should just show up as yourself. And I'm like, show up as yourself. Girl, what showing up as yourself got to do with you bragging about paying for people plastic surgery and then donating $250? I was confused. I'm like, Brit, why are you changing the subject? Everything after that. Brit, why are you changing the subject? Why can't you just say, well, yeah, you know what? That was selfish, or that's all I wanted to give. Say something. But it's like she did not. She didn't address it. She immediately, and I mean immediately, changed the subject after Kelli said it bluntly to her. Well, I just feel like you should show up as yourself. You know, that's what I just want for you, to just show up as yourself. And, you know, I feel like you what she say, hide behind your team as a shield. How did her team become a shield? What's the shield? When she show up, ain't she herself? Who the hell is she if she ain't her? I'm so confused. So Kelli looked a little confused too, like, and she was like, how's my team my shield? It was getting weird. And I'm like, okay, so you talking about what's really bothering you about her, which is that team, okay? Then we get Kelli in the confessional spilling everything. So she done pulled back from Brit and started hanging up under Shamea. Come to find out, she let that girl use her stylist one time because, like, okay, well, she don't have no glam with her. She don't have no team with her, so I'm going to let her use them while we on this trip. How about she had the nerve to meet up with Kelli's team? Wait. Did I get glitter in my hair? I be doing too many crafts. And y'all said, let me sit up here with glitter in my hair. She met up with Kelli's team behind her back at her house. So she called Kelli's team to her house for a team meeting. Girl, that is Kelli's glam team. Why the hell are you meeting up with her team behind her back? This is as weird as Drew the Creeper trying to have a meeting with one of Porsha's employees behind her back, asking him if he can work for her and Dennis. It's as weird as you going to a production like, oh, I want to do a photo shoot with Porsha's company. Like, y'all don't see the parallels. Like, that's that overstepping your bounds. This is your friend in a better position than you and trying to look out for you. And now you like taking liberties. You acting like you entitled to their things. Like, this is creepy single black female stuff. Like, this is some creepy, oily crap. Because what next, Brit? You gonna just start like, you know, what, throwing events at her restaurants and being like, well, this is technically my restaurant. Like, it's kind of like mine and hers. Is that you gonna do that next? And Kelli was like, what? Well, what next, hooker? You want my GYN? You want to use my gynecologist next? Like, it's just some stuff. Literally, if somebody helps you, just say thank you, friend. If you get in a tight, another time I could see you saying, hey, girl, look, I hate to bother you. Remember, you would help me out before. Can you just one more time? But to actually call her team to have a team meeting at your house, you freaking creeper. You're a creeper. Not only do you threaten to shoot people when you can't get them to give you attention and hug you the right way, you will then, to the people that are nice to you and extend courtesies to you that are not old, it's just grace. You'll then like overstep your bounds and start acting like the things that are theirs are actually yours. And then you telling Phaedra she don't want to share her glam team. Why don't you get your own? Get your own. And if I can be so honest, the way Kelli be looking a lot of times, you shouldn't want her glam team. You should not want nothing to do with her glam team. I know you run around in pretty little things, but you shouldn't want nothing to do with her glam team. Brit is a creeper too. Drew is creeper one. She's creeper two. She pulled a Drew. She pulled a Drusilla. Yes, she did. That was so crazy. I'm like, whoa. Yes, Kelli can afford her team. So if she's paying them, then that's who she needs to be like. Yeah, I'm kicking it with. They need to be off the show. I don't know why we're doing it. The fact that Kenya has dropped more money in her salon just on a regular than this girl could pay for a sad event at a country club in their dining room that wasn't even reserved. Like, girl, y'all made the wrong decision. Event is wild. She did that. Yep. Drew did the same thing to Candace. You know, I said that way back when everybody was playing goofy. Like, they didn't understand why Porsha would not be okay with Drew doing that creeper stuff. Like, she did it to Candace. Then she came and did it to Porsha. And now we got Brit doing it to Kelli. Listen, bravo. No more creeps. No more creeps. And it's really weird that the creeps are the people whose money is funny. Little Miss, I can't afford a plane ticket. Hey, Ralph, give me money for a plane ticket. I have $500 to my name. It's her and Bang Bang with the pretty little things and couldn't pay $1,750 to the decorator. Yep. Weird stuff. Brit might can't find a glam team by using Zip. Get back in that corner. Phaedra wasn't there. This was just Brit and Kelli talking and Kelli in the confessional. Phaedra wasn't there. Phaedra didn't know. Nina say, I was just thinking that too. Kelli looks like a fool sometimes. So why share glam? But what? Right. That gives like you're so desperate that you willing to look like a fool. Because Kelli be looking like somebody just escaped from Takachale or Chattahoochee and attacked her with an eyeshadow palette most days. Yep, Brit want whatever's free. And that's getting weird. Okay, it's getting weird. Seanitra say, you so right. Sometimes Kelli be looking like the Joker. Man. Man. They be doing, the Glam team be doing Kelli dirty. They do her dirty and she pay them. Thank you for being 120, Sharon. I'm just saying, like, that's just some weird, whack, creepy crap, okay? So once we got past the confessional and the weird segue out of the conversation about the Glam team, and I think she was trying to get an argument over it and Kelli didn't give it to her. So we got back to the whole donation of it all, the paper towels, the $250, right? And so then Brit had a point. Brit actually had a point, okay? Aside from trying to make this girl feel guilty for being able to afford a Glam team. I was like, that was weird. But then she had a valid point. So she was like, if you aware of something, like you building your new friendship with Shamea, but if you aware of something and somebody's irritated with me or whatever, something going on, like share it with me. Don't let me like learn a lesson in public. That was a fair ask for a friend. It's not fair for your friend to ask you to loan them your Glam team that you pay for. Don't forget, Kelli had to pay for their food at your event because you couldn't even afford the food. She had to buy food for her Glam team and pay them to be there, like the whole shebang, right? But it was fair for her to say, if you know somebody don't like me or mad at me about something and you building friendship with them, just let me know so I can tighten up. That's all she had to do, but she didn't. And what I think is hilarious is that the very thing that she's asking Kelli to do is what they was mad at Shamea for doing to Porsha. Somebody saying something about you, let me let you know. Antoinette said, Kelli's eyes look like mine did when I snuck my mama's makeup when I was 12. Girl, I had sneaked and put on makeup when I was in middle school. I went to Howard Middle School. Shout out to the HMS Wild Bulls. And had snuck and put on some eyeliner, child. Just eyeliner. And some lipstick. And so I called myself cleaning it off in the bathroom at the school before I got home. Child, I didn't clean it off good enough. Emily saw it and told my black behind up. She let me get in the car and everything. Ain't said nothing. As soon as we got in the house and I put my bag down, got on me. Got me. I was finished. Even said, I mean, they were all annoyed about the lack of donation. They were. And Kelli said that, and she said, and even me. She said that. She did. So listen. So I thought that was a fair ask. Kelli was like, you know, basically that the team jacking thing was weird and the gynecologist was next, right? So anyway, poolside. They poolside. First it was Angela and Porsha. Angela's being extremely fake. I think when Angela don't have nobody to stir the pot with, she just sits there. She's furniture. Really pretty piece of furniture. Really pretty though. Really pretty. Evie said, so Kelli wasn't gonna warn her. It was unfair to all ladies. Yeah, but if you say that's your friend, you know, no. That was, you know, especially when they're saying they're besties. You should have said, hey, best friend. Them people finna be talking about you. I need you to, you know, cover yourself. She didn't do that. She let that girl be out there looking pole and busted and crazy because she was tired of her trying to borrow stuff. That's what happened. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying I don't understand why she would be frustrated. I'm just saying, don't say somebody your best friend and then leave them in that position. I think Kelli wanted everybody to know just how much she faking the funk about her money, and that's why she let her do it. Honestly, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that's it. Put a 2 if you think I'm way off base. I think Kelli did not warn Brit because she wanted Brit to expose herself. She wanted Brit to go ahead and embarrass herself and put that broke energy out there so that people would know she faking and she fronting, so she can stop leaning on Kelli's wallet. I think that's what it was. And even you're right. She need to quit calling her bestie because that ain't what you do with your bestie. She tired of that. She was tired of that girl. She wanted her to go ahead and just show her draws to everybody. And she did. She did that. So anyway, they sitting up there. Not a Vanessa from the Cosby Show. Girl, you took us back. So I see the one. So y'all with me on this one because I'm like, what is going on, right? So then first was Porsha and them. Oh, last night it was so much fun. Blah blah blah. Shamea and Kelli come out in matching swimsuits. Angela gave me a little kiki, you know, because she'll give you one every now and then. Now she will. Angela was like, child, them two coming out dressed, you know, matching. And she said, Brit gonna be pissed off and I'm here for it. But Brit didn't even give us no response. And anyway, Drew shows up being fake with Porsha. Porsha over there cooking. Oh, you're cooking? I didn't know. Nobody told me. Who would tell you that she was gonna be on the grill? Who would tell you that? Drew, don't piss me off. Like, you already gave me a kiki. I was kind of happy a little bit and everything. I think they are close in age. Yeah. So I can't say Kelli wrong, though. I think they became cool before she knew she was on Stamps. If you on Stamps, I'm finna be your friend. I'm gonna tell you that because I like Stamps and I will buy some Stamps. Okay. Hey DT, you at work? All right. We love you. Hit the like button. So yeah, so she did the fake thing. Shamea was like, oh, I want to, you know, all of them are huddled up. It's her and Kelli, and then Drew is all behind them, you know, with the fake hugs. Oh my God, you know how they do. And so she was like, oh, the last night was good energy. You know, we was all on one accord, and like, yeah, because everybody was trying to cheer you up because somebody was over there mistreating your baby. And so she was like, she want to keep up the energy. And Drew always got to take it to the next level of corny. Talking about, oh, let's make a pact. Nobody's making any pacts. Like, girl, this is not the Disney Channel. Stop it. Y'all are not, this is not the Babysitters Club. This ain't Super Fudge. This ain't no Judy Blume book. Stop. So I'm glad that kind of like, don't you do it. We already had to sit through Cynthia and the friend contract all them years ago. We ain't finna listen to no pacts. We ain't listening to no pacts. Mm-mm. So I'm glad that they kind of, you know, like, no, that was a done. Then everybody was like, where's Brit? Yeah, where's Brit? Everybody, where's Brit? Where's Brit? They say, Kelli, where's Brit? She said, I don't know. Girl, ain't that supposed to be your bestie? Kelli is over that girl. She do not want to, she don't want to do it no more. She don't want to do it no more. Yes, making packs over 40. Not even at 40, over 40. Because what you doing? What the pack gonna do? Yes, baby. Cynthia and the friend contract. The fact that we had to sit through that. Okay, not don't make my booty itch. Antoinette said, I can't unsee Drew's booty. Child, we all want to unsee Drew's booty. We all want to unsee. I wasn't even gonna drag a child. I wouldn't. You know, life is already hard. I was not finna drag her. Child. That's all I'm gonna say, child. But anyway, listen. They say, Kelli, where's she at? I don't know. Not, let me call her. Let me text that heifer where she at or nothing. I don't know. Okay. So then I thought that was funny. Nobody knew where she was. Then we get the minister of tourism. That's the man they call to help them organize the donations. The donations, in the words of Dr. Umar, donations. Hey, totally Tammy. Mr. Randall. Child Randall came up in there looking like a tall glass of water. And them women went haywire. They went like, they act like they was caged cats and somebody had done thrown the gate open. Especially that goddamn Phaedra. She's like, oh, I'm a hugger. I like the hug. She didn't just hug the man, y'all. Randall had been assaulted. Phaedra gonna wrap her arms around the man's neck and press her bosoms all up on him. She ain't give him no church hug. I mean, she accosted that man. She molested that man. I say, oh, Randall, are you okay? I'm sure he was, because you know how men are. So Phaedra went over there and put bosoms all on the man because she had just showed up. Then Brit finally shows up. And when she gets there, as soon as she sit down, she's like, girl, this Randall, this the one coordinated the donations. Brit face was so uncomfortable. I said, have mercy. What am I watching? So I said, oh, this is beautiful mess right here. It was real chaotic. The girls were just all just meow, just cats everywhere. Them cats was in heat. Randall was not safe. And they was like, I want Shamea, like she want Kelli say she got first dibs. You can't talk up for Kelli. It's every woman for themselves. And if that man is single, Phaedra got more right to run than you do. Your divorce ain't even final. Thumbelina. But Shamea up there trying to block Phaedra for Kelli. Like, girl, Kelli better put a one of them Duracell batteries in her back like that little rabbit and go beat the drum over there, because Phaedra was making a beeline for that man, and I seen that. Yes, the camera definitely zoomed in on Amanda's face. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kelli, you ain't single. But Shamea trying to call Phaedra off. Phaedra wasn't paying no mind whatsoever. No man whatsoever to none of that. Randall was enjoying all that attention. They done made the man drink a shot and everything, child. Randall sitting up there like, Lord, just booty in masses every which way. They just, all of them just was walking around and rumps everywhere. I was like, well, thank God Porsha ain't run at him. I don't think Porsha smelled enough money. But she was enjoying the show. You know, that heifer had nerve to tape the man, record the man walking away, talking, I got to show my mama what's down here. I'm leaving with something. Just clowning. And they talking about, ooh, he bow-legged too. I remember when that used to be a thing. Used to be like somebody would ooh, they bow-legged. And Phaedra done behind talking about she had one time back in the day, and he was impressive. Talking about you don't see that no more. They must got too much vitamin C. Ain't nobody got the rickets no more. I don't know what happened, but I don't see people being bow-legged like they used to. I don't know what happened. I don't know why we don't see those people anymore. Yeah, Randall was in there collecting all that attention, baby. You so silly. You say them cats are not like they was with Randall, baby. I'm surprised. I thought Randall wasn't going to make it out of there. I'm like, Lord, Randall, start walking slowly, son. Take a couple, every time they take a shot, laugh with them and take a couple of steps backwards toward that gate where you can get out of there, because I thought they was going to drag him in the house. Yep. Brit was definitely pissed off with Kelli for that remark to in front of Randall. Yep. That's right on shoot. The bow-legged one. Child, listen. I'm just saying. This fool say the rivers was flowing like at Babylon. Yeah, they was acting like the whore Babylon too. Kelli was sitting up there with stars in her eyes, staring up at that tall chocolate man is what she was doing. She was up there just... that's what she was doing. Child, it was a beautiful, chaotic mess down there by that pool. I say, He said, y'all ready for jab, jab? And they're like, oh, they ready for jab, jab, child. That was right before, he left. And Porsha recording that man from the back to send to Diane to let her know what's down there on that island. Now, I'm going to say this. They ain't showed us no ugly men on that island yet. Now, I don't know what's going on down there, but I ain't seen no ugly men on that island. So I don't know if this is a conspiracy, if this is a conspiracy just for the TV, but usually they go places, they be oohing and ahhing, the men be like, I ain't seen no ugly men down on this island. I'm very suspicious. One of y'all need to go investigate. One of y'all single young women, go investigate and come back and tell us if it's legit. Because I ain't seen not one ugly man on that island, and I'm very suspicious. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm very suspicious. Yeah, since 58, something ain't right. Deborah, I was worried about Randy. When the minister, the one that supposed to be in charge, came and met him at the dinner table, I said, he a nice looking man. One of y'all go investigate. DT say, let him go investigate. DT gonna go investigate. Somebody go back and come report back, because I'm suspicious. And I'm talking about from the people over there to the little plantation house or the mansion. All of them was nice looking. The ones that was at the house cooking the food for him, the chef that was there that morning that Porsha was flirting at, And when they got there, all of them nice looking. Then you get the boss man, the head of the whole island. He met him at the dinner. He nice looking. Here come little Randall. Randall come up in there, done ironed all his clothes, got creases in his pants. He nice looking. The men that was out there in that all greased up, nice looking. What is going on in Grenada? What kind of spices is y'all eating that y'all ain't exporting to these Negroes over here, because they don't look like that? What's going on? I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. One of y'all go check. I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking totally, Tammy. No. Go check and come back and report. Brandon say nothing wrong with an island of black Ken dolls. I'm suspicious though. I'm suspicious. I want one of y'all to go check. One of you young unmarried ladies, go and come report back. Antoinette say didn't see a lot of men, even the jab look good. Listen, I was trying to understand what I was looking at. You know, I spy with my little eye. I'm like, okay, you know, we're accustomed to seeing some fine mixed in with some, you know, with some brothers that look like kneecaps in the face. And I ain't see no kneecaps, no thumbs either. I ain't seen no thumbs, no kneecaps, no big toes. I ain't seen none of that. That's just, you know, something about that ain't right. Vet say the one with the tongue was scary looking. The tongue might have been scary looking depending on how you looked at it, but that wasn't no bad looking man. And y'all know I'm hard on men. It's hard for me to give a man a compliment. And I ain't seen no ugly men. Y'all listen, okay, don't investigate, but y'all need to go investigate. Yeah, the bartender was nice looking too. I said, what is going on here? Something happening. Something happening. No, them men like women. I know what I was seeing. No, I ain't seen nobody in the Rainbow Coalition. Not a one. Not a one. Them young men look like, you know, you need to, ladies, gird your loins before you go down there. Makeup Addict said, we looking good over here, sis. Y'all, that's what's going on down there? Because I don't understand. Antoinette says she liked the tongue. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, some of them men look like kneecaps in the face. Drake looked like a kneecap in the face. And these girls like, remember back before, they was like, he look good. All them, an island full of, okay. Say there's something over there because my neighbor from Grenada and he don't look that good. That's why he over here. That's why they deported him. You ain't figured it out? That's how he got deported. That ain't what it looked like to me. That ain't what my eyes saw. Like I say, y'all gonna miss y'all blessing thinking the internet is real, running around thinking every man gay. Okay, miss your blessing. The internet ain't real. Brandon, tell him again. Not a one of them guys want women. And Brandon say he would know. That's what Brandon, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing. Because they think the internet is a real place. So they go around, oh, every man's gay. Okay, miss your blessing. Miss your blessing playing crazy. Too adorable say, you sound like my sister. She say the unattractive ones left the island. They get put off. They put them off the island. I don't think they let them stay. I don't think they let them stay because we ain't even seen one ugly man accidentally. So that happened, right? Kelli went to go talk to the people about the court date, one more court date, then she gonna be free or whatever. But before that, we get the bartender telling the women, use your body appropriately. Y'all ready for jab? Use your body appropriately because it's gonna be a lot of whining and going on. And he up there demonstrating his skills for the women. I know what you was doing, you fresh tail boy. He up there showing them what he could do, like he demonstrating how to dance. Just lewd and lascivious. I say, oh, I couldn't have been there. I'd have had to been slinging oil at everybody. Just everywhere. I'd have been slinging so much, I'd have greased everybody's scalps. So he use your body properly. I say, have mercy. Then Angela tried to stir the pot. Soon as Kelli left to talk to the lawyer, she gonna ask Brit, what's going on with you and Kelli? You know, y'all friends, what y'all got going on? And Brit done behind answering her and stuff. And I'm like, Angela, can we talk about your life? Why you constantly got to be the friend police? You ain't even got nobody to help you stir the pot. You trying to stir it by yourself. How pitiful is that? Girl, get a life. Get a life. You have a very well-to-do husband. He do all the cooking around there. He take good care of you. Why you constantly worrying about other people's friendships and stuff? Your children is nice looking. You got houses to sell. Angela, stop. Okay, see, we got one person that volunteered for tribute. See, Miss Sparkle says she volunteered for tribute. She says she'll go and investigate what's going on down there in Grenada, because we need somebody that's going to take this assignment seriously and go and investigate and see why we only seeing nice looking men on this camera. Okay, so she's willing to investigate and come back and report on what we saw. Okay, thank you, Miss Sparkle. Okay. And then Porsha, when it got the hat, she was like, I'm gonna give it to Shamea, and instead of her making it, about her and doing her own little photo shoot or whatever, she made it about Shamea, gave Shamea that whole one of her little black swimsuits and was like, Miss Kenya, and had her do her runway walk, and they did a whole impromptu photo shoot with Shamea, and I thought that was so cool. Definitely what goes down as one of them old school RHOA moments, and literally all the OG girls was with it. Cynthia jumped in, Phaedra jumped in, and they like automatically was like her team, and they doing the pictures with her and everything. And the new girls were sitting over there just flat. Angela and Drew and them and Kelli and them just sitting over there just flat as a soda that's been open and been sitting in the windowsill all day. Ain't got nothing. They came there hoping to do manufactured drama. Then when real stuff happened, they don't even know how to blend in and vibe and be a part of a cool moment. Like nothing, nata, Nathaniel. And it was just so telling. Like, we see what it is. And I'm thinking if they are plotting to bring back some more of the old school girls, maybe at this point in the season is when they figured out that this is what they need. We need the old school energy. Them new school chicks need to go. For real. And a lot of people like, well, what about Angela? We like Angela. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But Angela need to step her game up. She need to step it up. Step your cookie up, hooker. Because all you want to talk about is other people's friendships and how you can stir the pot. And if people have a good time, you the very next morning trying to find a way to make it negative, girl, you better give us some personal story. Get that potato chip out your booty and learn how to have fun. And I do mean potato chip and not a stick. Because she have it so far up there, she's scared if she move an inch, it's going to snap. Let your hair down. The one is glued on or the one that grows out. Either one. Let your hair down, because enough is enough. Okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, they had, a nice little moment. Can we see Kelli with the whole, the divorce? Oh, I got one more court date. Oh, then I'm going to be free. Oh, it's some property that he was going to give me as a gift, and it's a lot, and I think he sold it to his friend, but I don't have the papers. I keep the children away from the Girl, we don't want to hear that. We barely care about the divorces of the women we know. And you ain't gave us enough of this divorce for us to care. Yeah, Angela's like dry, flaky scalp. I don't know why anybody's like, oh yeah, Angela, no. Brandon's like, it's because the newbies are not girls. At least they seem not to be. Right. They don't know how to be fun, silly, shade each other, maybe bicker a little bit and be, get back in the groove. Even if y'all not cool, get back in the groove. They just can't do it. I said it, step your cookie up, hooker. That's what I'm going to need her to do, because enough is enough with the dry, pot stirring, friend police, like, enough. She going to start selling friend contracts in a minute. So now we start seeing people getting ready for the jab. Okay. So they talked a little bit about it. So let's go ahead for the people that may be watching that did not watch and do not understand. Okay. Okay. For the people who do not know, jab is a prominent feature of Grenada's Spicemas Carnival. It is a post-emancipation masquerade with roots in the days of slavery. It represents resistance, freedom, and cultural pride, evolving from a form of mockery, because they were mocking what the people called them, right? Mockery and protest during slavery to a celebration of resilience and heritage. Now, Jab Jab emerged when enslaved Africans in Grenada were excluded from carnival celebrations. So we don't want you at carnival. You can't come. So they had their own thing. Okay. And it was reserved for the colonialists. Y'all know who they are. Okay. The transparents. The tradition allowed them to assert their identity and express resistance against their oppressors. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, the jab, like a lot of us have heard the terms, somebody fed somebody to the jab. Traditionally, when you hear the jab, they're talking about the devil. But they say jab, jab, and it became, it's a uniquely Grenadian tradition, distinct from Juve celebrations and other Caribbean islands. It's a core part of Grenada's identity and heritage, showcasing the island's rich cultural expressions. The jab jab character, often depicted as a devil-like figure, was a way for the enslaved people to mock their European oppressors, who were seen as devils by the enslaved population, and their enslavers would call them jab. They would call them little devils and stuff. Y'all know how them people act. The portrayal of the devil was not an endorsement of evil, but a form of defiance and cultural pride, like mocking. Okay, there you go. Yeah, then the other islands are not calling jab jab Juve. They don't have jab. It's not the same thing. It's something different. But they all have their own cultural practices. Every island got their own cultural practice. Being that we know what carnival is it normal that they call it jab jab? Well, I just read to you why they do that, because they were being called little jabs or devils. And so they were mocking them and like, okay, you call me that, let me just, mock you back type stuff. But that's what's up. And it's a shame, because if they were anywhere else partaking in other people's cultural heritage, we don't really have to do that. But anything that has to do with Black people's heritage in the diaspora on the continent, we got to explain, because everything Black is demonized automatically. I had meant to talk about it the other day, the fact that the heifers over there in Beverly Hills were in St. Lucia participating in carnival. Nobody said a word. These heifers in their 50s, they up there butt naked, darn near, with barely pasties covering their pale, pitiful bodies, and nobody batted an eyelash. But these Black people, yes, because you have Juve. All I'm saying is it's different. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, right? So on some islands, that's what it is. In Grenada, they have jab jab, and it's not the same thing. It's not. What I'm saying is, it's not like the same thing, and they're calling it a different name. It's not the same thing, is what I'm saying. But like I was saying, though, we kind of almost have to do that anytime it's any form of Black culture, whether it's diaspora, continental, on a continent, whatever. We got to explain it, because anything that Black people do is automatically demonized. And unfortunately, the people who are the quickest to demonize African cultures, Black culture, are Black people, because some of us have really drank the Kool-Aid. So anytime we see something that is like truly, authentically, specifically Black, we immediately like, oh, that's the devil, because people have told you everything about you is the devil. So ta-da! That's kind of how it goes. So dig. Everybody getting ready. Shamea finally gets her luggage. So she dressed up for jab jab, y'all. This fool done put on Chanel boots and got her Chanel cap, and it was like, girl, no, that oil is not coming out. So do not wear your good stuff out there. I know she was so happy to get in her stuff, but it was like, no, ma'am. And let me point this out. Have y'all noticed how lovely Shamea has looked wearing Porsha's clothes and the stuff she had that wasn't just like branded? You get out that branded stuff, she looks so elegant, because she's such a nice looking lady. Such a nice looking lady. Right, Bet? In St. Kitts is Joubert. Grenada have it different. Yeah, it's a different thing, you know. And I like to observe and respect everybody's culture. I don't want to group you in and like, oh, it's just whatever. No. Your stuff is unique to you. And if you bring, you know, somebody else stuff that's unique to them, I'm gonna respect everybody's culture. I respect Black culture, African culture. Like these are our folks. Okay, these are cousins. Now that's how they get down. I'm gonna respect how you get down. Okay. But yeah, so they had to have her come up out the Chanel boots, and she has been looking so ever so stunning without branded stuff like that horrible Balenciaga suit or that horrible situation with the Kelly green Louis Vuitton with all the LV stamps all over everything. Like just, and Phaedra was funny. She was like, "Girl, we know you wealthy." And Shamea was looking at her like, "Girl, leave me alone." But Phaedra had a point. Like, we know you wealthy, but don't go and oil up your nice Chanel boots. Like, literally don't do that. Cynthia put hair condoms on to protect her weave from the oil. And I thought that was hilarious. That was definitely some old school RHOA tomfoolery. And you know, apparently the party's been rolling since 5 a.m. and they're not going until the evening, which is a good thing. And they got somebody that's going to be, you know, let them be in the parade. They're going to be on the truck instead of having to walk around all the time and, you know, on their feet. Thank God. So the girls, you know, clown Kelli about having horns on her shirt. I'm like, girl, they wear the horns on their head. Why you got horns on your top? And I'm like, you know, looking at her like, and somebody wanted to borrow her style team. Okay, no problem, right? So they in there, they clowning, they talking about all the actual stuff and toes. And Phaedra was like, yeah, I don't want nobody putting their mouth on my feet. I was like, why are y'all having this conversation? But that is some RHOA crap. You know, the conversations can get a little raunchy, and they got a little raunchy. Then they finally got there. They getting oiled up. They danced their way over to the truck. They got up on the truck. Sent trying to respect her man. She said, I can't be just hunching up and hooching up on people. I got a man over at Lake Bailey. Why that man at your house? Why is he not at his house, Cynthia? Oh, well. So the man, one of the men was up there dancing on all of them. Phaedra talking about some, oh, I'm a Christian. Girl, you didn't look like one with your, you know, but that man laid you down like that. And they say he done danced up on everybody. They clowning, talking about that, you know, now he their baby daddy. Because they was in there juking and getting at it. He done picked people up and grabbing on folks and groping on folks. He grabbing booties and waistlines and whatnot. Porsha up there dancing for her life. I guess the liquor got real good to her because she cut the monkey up in there. She acted a fool and looked like she had a ball. I don't know how any of them could walk the next day because, you know, I didn't see any Ben Gay or you know, Tiger Bomb. I ain't see no Icy Hot. I done needed some. But, you know, shout out to those girls. Shout out to them. So they had fun, went home. The next day they packing up. Couldn't believe Drew had electric blanket. I told y'all that's an old man child. Why would you bring electric blanket to a tropical island? Just poor thing. They packing up, getting their stuff together. They go sit down and talk. Some of them still had oil on them, like, child, they didn't get all the stuff off. Brit said y'all don't bathe properly because why it didn't come off. They just not accustomed to scrubbing oil off. Brit, do you have something you want to tell us why you have an expertise in scrubbing oil off? What have you done in your former life? Everybody don't have practice at that. They may not ever be in oil again. But Phaedra tells us that Brit scrubbed her. Personally scrubbed her. She said, like them people that come to give you your bath after you done had a baby, say she done scrubbed everything. And Brit was like, yep, I told her, spread your butt cheeks. And like, and Phaedra was like, yeah, she's seen every part of me. She done been all up in there. I'm like, Brit. No wonder Phaedra trying to be nice to her, because I guess she like, hell, I mean, I feel like if I'm not nice to you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You done been all up in betwixt and in between. I don't know that I want my best friend of I don't know how many years. I don't think you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. If my sister gets sick, I'm gonna see about my sister. If she need a bath, I'm gonna bathe my sister. But spread your butt cheeks and getting all up in the crevices and baby, that's too much. That's too much. All that in betwixt and in between is it's too much. Too much. I wouldn't. No, sis, you on your own. I'm gonna clean my, and you gonna clean yo. Okay, Nina say, keep them on deck. Ben Gay, icy hot tire bomb. Yes. Sounded like the hygiene lesson you gave. Well, yeah, that was different because people getting BBLs and they're not accustomed to having big booties. And there is a different science to cleaning these big old things. You don't just, you don't do these dry long soap. But if you out there in oil, you're going to have to clean that up. Say maybe that's Brit's whole bath. Well, it sounds like her whole bath is very thorough. I know some hoes that need to bathe like her, if that's what you call a whole bath. Even say Crash seen the most of me and still ain't seen my crevices. Now that's what I'm talking about. Your bestie ain't supposed to have to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you go down, I'm going for my girl. That's my dog. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. And I ain't gonna let nobody else, see her in that position and have her feeling uncomfortable. I'm gonna back my sister regardless. But just on the humbug, because we was in some oil, girl, you better sit in there and let your rump soak in the water and see what you can do, and then tell me what worked for you so I can do it. I'm not finna be doing no. No, ma'am. I said, wow, that girl, she got boundary issues. She don't know what's appropriate. She don't know what's appropriate, poor thing. But Porsha came out and was like, oh, I feel better. Kelli came out and was like, oh, my crystal just broke after I got off the phone with the lawyer, and I was crying and going on. And they said, what that mean? And I looked it up, and it mean like it's the end or something. And so she up there talking about, I think it was just God. First of all, don't blame God on that. God ain't told you to walk around waving no crystals in the air, you silly heifer. And if God broke the crystal, it's because he's telling you he needs you to pray and stop waving rocks in the air. He gave you pretty rocks to look at. It's to entertain us. Okay? Talking about bad energy, waving rocks in the air. If you got bad energy, you need to pray. And then don't blame my God for that. He made the rock for you to play with. And then gonna tell them, come down to the ocean. I want to throw it in the ocean. So they're gonna go down there with her to the water to throw the rock in the water. It's rocks already in that water. What are you doing? I'm tired of these people. First, we had Fat Tune tell them to go smoke their monkeys with her witchcraft, putting smoke on the ground, go squat over it and let the smoke get up in your monkey. Then now we got this one waving rocks in the air. Every time we turn around, you're waving rocks, bringing in soothsayers, talking about they telling fortunes and stuff. Now this one talking about we gonna throw some rocks in the ocean. I'm tired. It don't make no sense. This is stupid. Like somebody got to tell the truth, like, and shame the devil. Talking about God, I think it was God. If God broke the rock, it's because he tired of your mess. Not because he wants you to go throw it in the ocean. Antoinette says so some poor swimmer gonna be cut up. Yeah, somebody gonna step on that mess and cut the sole of their foot. They pissed me off with that. And then talking about, oh, this was, Grenada was really the rebirth. Chabu. Let me put the stream out in case y'all got something to say. These people, they got on my nerves. But yeah, overall, the episode was really entertaining. We found out that Brit was trying to freeload off of Kelli. That's why Kelli left her high and dry. We see that Angela is the one-trick pony. If she can't police friendships, she don't know what to do. Drew actually got a brain in there. Deep down, nestled underneath that bird's nest on top of her head. It's in there. Because she knew to stay out of the mess. And then get this. We see on the up and coming, that Kelli done went to court, and not only is she not divorced, this is when the man ended up going to jail. Then she telling somebody she ain't spoke to Brit since Grenada. Yeah, because you talked to her about it and y'all supposed to be cool, and you get out there when Randall's standing up there looking like a tall glass of water, talking about, oh, this Randall, this the one coordinated the donations. You ain't had to say that like that. You didn't. You did it like that on purpose because you tired of that girl. And I wish you would just tell her. So her and Brit ain't talked since then. Then Phaedra talking about she got some gossip on Angela. Apparently, that's what we're going to see play out at Angela's event. Y'all saw on the trailer that it's a man going to come in there and be telling Angela about that Mr. Charles supposed to have been, you know, tiptoeing through the tulips or whatever, or what have you. I don't know whether he did or not, but I guess we're going to find out. I don't know. So, yeah, y'all remember that lady, Fat Tomb, the Fat Tomb lady? Y'all remember that? She gonna put the smoke down and tell them step over the smoke and let the smoke get up in their prat. Yeah, up there smoking their monkeys. Nasty. Yep. Smoked meat. That's what it was. Say, good, Angela needs some exposing. She in everybody business. She is. She definitely in everybody business. And it running around, what about y'all friendship? What about y'all friend? Girl, if you don't listen, I don't play with people's marriages, but she'll be mad if somebody say, what's going on with your marriage? Because you ain't introduced us to none of your friends. None of them. Because I don't feel like her and Drew is real friends. So until you introduce us to some friends, wait a minute. Hold on. First off, yeah, 11 herbs and spices. They was trying to hook it up like some KFC. Why somebody telling me the politician don't responded to Aubrey? Wait a minute. So he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing rough. He just, you know, kept it real. Buddy Rose say he went for SZA, not Kendrick. He was born in the city. He loved the city. But real talk, I get it. I shouldn't have gone at all. Oh, he feels sorry for Aubrey. OVO and Drake have lifted up this city and Canada. For me, it will always be Drake over Kendrick. No, it ain't. That's why you went. So Aubrey done called the man goofy for going to a concert. Oh, and the man gave him a little apology to make him feel better. That's so sad. That's so pitiful. Oh. Okay. I had to take a little look to see what was going on because that ain't worth no live to me. That ain't worth a live. Yep. Drake made him pity him. Drake made him feel sorry for him. Yeah, like, feel sorry for me. Everybody's dancing on my grave. They're all dancing on my grave. You gotta feel sorry for me. I thought we were friends. Friends forever. Yeah. Love it. Love it. So listen, ain't nobody hit the StreamYard. So you know what I gotta ask you, right? What y'all rating this episode? I'm giving this one a 7.5. I'm giving this one a 7.5. I'm gonna put my vote in the chat. 1 to 10. What you giving them? I enjoyed this episode a lot more than almost every episode they've given us. They could have, to me, this could have been the beginning of the season. They could have started the season from here. Because the rest of it, it felt like Love and Hip Hop. It felt like Baddies on Zeus Network. It felt like a lot of, you know, Hood Booger Express stuff. This was more fun. And we found, you know, Housewives was always good for exposing somebody coins not being correct. Like when everybody left at Sheree, when she didn't want to pay that landscaping man and he had put that lien on her property. Like, we know Sheree ain't poor because she got her mama money, but it was still hilarious, right? So I liked it. This felt like Housewives again. I was like, oh, love it. I see some 7s, 2 8s. My sweet say 3. She want the Zeus Network action. She say she don't like this Housewives stuff, honey. She want the Zeus. She say give her the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta of it all. I know that's right, girl. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't feel exhausted. Do y'all know a lot of times I come in here after watching a mess, and then like I hear you tell 20 lies because you're trying to stir the pot, you're trying to create a scene, and I know that ain't what you said last time. Like that stuff has me, it will have me literally exhausted. I don't even feel tired now. I feel fine. Miss Cent 58 gave him 5. Deborah gave him an 8. Evie say 7.5. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. I want to see if they can keep this energy up for the rest of the season. I would be very excited if they could. Why is my phone just going off and going off? Like, relax, okay? Okay. Yeah, I hate TV that's emotionally draining. And to be honest, the lies and stuff, when they're making up stories and they can't remember what lie they told last and they telling another one, then we got to come in here and break down and catch your lies and stuff like that is so exhausting. I swear on anything that I own that I can swear on. It's horrible. This was much better. I enjoyed it. I like the hint of something on the horizon. Don't just give me mess and like fake drama. Mess. Fake drama. Mess. Fake drama. Like, I don't know. I feel much better about this. I feel much better. So listen, ain't nobody hitting the stream, y'all. Y'all know I'm not staying and read Rainbow all night. I'm really cool with sliding up out of there. Deborah says she laughed a few times tonight. Absolutely. Even Drew gave me a funny. I'm like, yes, Lord, this is what I'm talking about. I would probably I probably wouldn't like y'all, but I would dislike them so much less if we had episodes like this. I'm just saying, I enjoyed these ladies. It was an absolute pleasure. I haven't been able to say that for a very long time. This was a pleasure. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed y'all too. But y'all know, no reading Rainbow. So as always, you know what time it is. We've been in here for 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 46 seconds. And I enjoyed every out, okay? Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every single time we go live on this good channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, because you know we're happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership and put your crown on, hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Now, also in the description box, we got the link from my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time. Make sure every little girl you know has one. Let's keep our girls safe at all costs, period. There's the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent the royal family. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so we can all shop together. We got the link for my Amazon wish list in case you want to send help, new notebooks, pens, and stuff, because I run through them like a track meet. And we also have the link for our dream journals and other wonderful things. So listen, y'all, enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, sweet dreams. Say your prayers, okay? Be positive, be productive, encourage others. Make sure you encourage yourself, and remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you, I love you, and there is nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all again, okay? As the gossip permits. Bye.